McGuigan. Be sure to join us then. For now, bye-bye.
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin made 22 films together. Artists and Models was one of them, and it follows the ITN News headlines.
Asbestos scare in Shropshire after fire at Army Depot. The fire, the second at the depot in 5 years, has done millions of pounds worth of damage. According to police, arson has not been ruled out as the cause. The depot at Donington is NATO's largest military store. People in Telford have been warned not to go out.
A pall of smoke hundreds of feet high hung over Donington and nearby Telford Newtown. From it, a thick black soot has been falling on the countryside for miles around, and firemen are warning the soot contains asbestos dust from the roof of the warehouse. Asbestos dust can cause lung damage if inhaled, and people living nearby have been warned to stay indoors and keep windows shut. Environmental health officers say there's no serious risk to the local population, but police have warned gardeners not to mow their lawns or to do anything that might disturb the dust.
Hundreds of police will be in Dover in the morning, ready for a possible clash between striking P&O workers and strike breakers bringing ferries in from Rotterdam. Union leaders have said there'll be no violence.
In Rotterdam last night, emergency crews, all members of the NUS who'd given up the strike, were chauffeur-driven to the dockside. Despite the reception planned for them in Dover this morning, they said they'd thought hard about their action and hoped they'd set an example. As the two ferries, the Pride of Kent and the Pride of Bruges, were made ready for sea last night, P&O said it hoped to have 5 of its 11 strike-bound ships back in Dover by the end of the week. But the Seamen's Union says it'll try to scupper this plan at its outset by having a mass picket waiting at Dover this morning. Union leader Sam McCluskey predicted a turnout of 2,000.
I promise you a show.
Mr. McCluskey insisted the picket would be a non-violent one.
In the Commons, there was another Conservative revolt earlier tonight against the proposed community charge or poll tax to replace the rates. The bill got its decisive third reading, but 17 Conservatives voted against the government and about the same number abstained. Government majority 63, 38 more than last week. Well, that's all from this bulletin. I'll be back, of course, later in the morning and look forward to seeing you then.
Their partnership lasted from 1949 to 1957. They were the tops, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.